It's all the way up, man. Y'all know what's going down. It's Big Ant, the spokesman. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. Let me wipe the screen real quick. Make sure we sharp in the dark. Y'all know what's going down, though. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times. We outside with it, the usual. Somebody do me a favor real quick. I need somebody who in here already. Do me a favor, go check and make sure I got a picture of myself in the thumbnail. Go make sure y'all see me in the thumbnail real quick, man. Most definitely make sure you stay on your pivot at all times. Big Ant, the spokesman. We back with it. Hey, BP, do me a favor. Go on your other phone real quick and make sure the thumbnail got me in the thumbnail right now. Oh, I'm in the thumbnail? Okay, bet. That'll work then. We out here then. We good, we in the thumbnail. For sure. We outside with it, H-Town, Texas, man. That'll work. Let's get to it then. June 1st, man, we here. Almost half of the year down. It's been a wild one so far, 2024. I was supposed to be on here earlier, but I was getting everything together. It's a lot of information I wanted to be heard tonight. We're basing things off of facts, not opinions. You can have opinions, but the facts are what matter. And the facts that we speak on, we can't get sidetracked no more here, man. I know people want to be entertained, and there's nothing wrong with that. I know people want to have a good time. People want to make money. We cool with all that. Do what y'all do. But the facts are the facts. And we can't afford to sit around and have things be put out there where we as a people, as a culture, don't control our own narrative. And the narrative is based off of facts, the reality of what happened. I know people always want to have these deep thoughts and deep dives and make themselves seem like they're 100 times smarter than what they are, or try to speak in a certain way. That's cool. But what we not gonna do, bro, when I have my platform and I can be heard, I don't care if I reach one or two people, bro. The facts gotta get laid down how they are. It just is what it is for anybody, any situation, including myself. This isn't me coming from a perfect place. This isn't me saying that I'm unflawed. I'm under God. My skin is my sin at all times, bro. And that's just what that is. But when you get on these platforms and you speak, people start looking to see where you mess up at, where you misspeak at, or you have wrongdoings at. I always know my intentions are pure. Just know that. I come with good intentions. I come with elevating, education. And y'all know what it is. We don't got to sugarcoat it. We going to get to it. We just let some people get up in here. We're always going to cover the trending topics. Certain times we cover topics that ain't trending, but that's what keep the platform hot. That's what keep the people tapping in. We're going to put the messages that we can with that. Sometimes these topics are just entertainment, but I've crossed my T's and dotted my I's when it comes to everything with this culture. From interviews, street interviews, intellectual education in the community, vlogs, people giving back, food drives, talking to the kids at events, all that has been documented on this platform while I've been there or I've posted artists doing it. We've done the underground rappers interviews, hundreds of those, hundreds in the city. Travel coast to coast, Florida to Miami, to Cali, all the way up to the Midwest to Detroit, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Atlanta. We did that. We've covered police brutality. We've covered wrongdoings that we've done in our community that we need to get better on. We covering all the bases on here. We cover the podcast stuff. We cover rap. We cover hip hop. We do it all. So we just turning it up right now, letting some more people get up in here. We gonna get to it. Let's talk about it on the menu tonight. We got Charleston White going on Jason Lee And Jason Lee is the guy that owns Hollywood Unlocked. Y'all might have seen him before. Jason Lee. He had Charleston White on as a guest, and Charleston White has made the platform. I've spoken on Charleston White last week or earlier this week, and I'm not a person that wakes up every day to speak on Charleston White. When he trends, I do. When it's something I can really speak on, I've spoken Charleston White's defense before. When he is correct, I will say he is correct. I will defend. He doesn't need my defense at all. He does not need my defense. He doesn't need anything from me. But when the narrative is incorrect or I see things getting manipulated towards him for a bigger picture, I will speak out against it, such as I did with DJ Vlad, with the lies that DJ Vlad did with the Charleston White conversation, the manipulation that DJ Vlad tried to pull against Charleston White, the mind control, the mentality that we speak of on here consistently of the needers. Vlad most definitely used his needer mindset against Charleston White. And he was out of pocket and out of line to try to push a narrative that he was doing it for the good cause as opposed to it just being his business. See, the problem that I have with those type of rhetorics towards anybody when it affects the black community, don't try to act like Charleston White saying something about a particular community that pertains to you when you've had them on your platform already disrespecting other communities, other deceased people and things like that. But now it doesn't fit your narrative, so, hey, nah, Charleston White this and that, when all along Vlad pulled that stunt because, and he ended up coming out and admitting it, which I already knew. I didn't need you to, nigga. We 10 steps ahead of you, Vlad. You're not smarter than nobody over here. It's because of Boosie. Boosie's your cash cow. Boosie's your guy. Boosie is your nigga. So when he had that issue with Boosie and the things that went wrong, the miscommunication or the finesse move, whatever they did with Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross tried to get Boosie on the show, however that went, Vlad took it upon himself to try to ride for Boosie on that and try to, like, call out Aiden Ross for working with Charleston White. Vlad, you work with serial killers. You interview serial killers. You promote violence. You push violence. Don't try to come over here like you on this high horse, my boy. So that's just that. We're not going to do that. So with Charleston White today, we'll get into the topic. Him saying black on black crime is a real thing. We can't have that narrative out here. It touched several platforms. Some people are going to look at that, and these things are documented in history. On my platform, it will be documented in history how black on black crime is not a real thing. It's a media tactic. It's a propaganda phrase, a phrase of propaganda put together to polarize and highlight black people as evil. Something has been done from day one. Something has been done from day one in America, which it was not America in day one. What did they call the crime of them coming over here taking on this land? They were the first ones violent against other people on this land. The Civil War was white on white crime. Y'all call it a war in a way, how y'all want to, but that was whites killing whites, and y'all got niggas involved. For y'all benefit, niggas didn't even have rights here, but y'all got niggas involved in that war for a white on white war. When y'all fought the Hispanics for Texas, the Mexicans for Texas, y'all fought the Spanish for Texas. Was that white on Mexican crime? No, it wasn't. Because y'all didn't want the propaganda, the narrative to be that. There's no such thing as black on black crime, and we shut that down tonight on Urban Politicians TV. Charleston White rolled with that narrative on that big platform. I did not see the whole entire conversation, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I didn't go watch the full interview. It's like four hours. But on that specific part, the way it got pushed up to the blogs is what I'm attesting to. Because in that specific part, he tried to go on some other tangent about Well, we don't march or we don't get mad when black people kill black people. We don't cry about it. We don't whine about it. Only when it's police brutality. That is a stupid narrative, and it's dumb, and it's just one of them confusing things that niggas who want to sound smarter than what they are put out there. This ain't about beefing with Charleston White. We don't have time for that. We don't get nowhere with that. This isn't about beefing. This isn't about, when it comes to that black on black crime phrase, this isn't about beefing. I don't have time for that. This ain't about trying to even get the niggas who want to be stuck in their mindset to believe me and hear me. This ain't about that. This is about the niggas that don't know, that need to know, and it's about reassuring the other niggas who already know and spreading the awareness and documenting it. Because we can't waste any more time trying to pull niggas up. We don't have any more time to be trying to force niggas to see the real. If you want to be stuck on stupid, be stuck on stupid. We not arguing with niggas. When I'm talking about how we being controlled in our businesses, the way that the country works, niggas always say, well, niggas doing it to themselves, niggas doing it to themselves. We don't got time for you stupid niggas no more. If you don't want to get to the real roots of these problems and us not understanding our true narrative and controlling our own narrative, because what they do is they highlight our ignorance. They highlight the niggas killing each other. They don't promote and highlight fathers that go to work and take their kids to practice and help kids with their homework. They choose what they want to promote about our community. Anybody that says we tripping by calling ourselves niggas, they called you a nigga when you didn't do anything wrong. And look in the mirror, nigga. If you really a nappy-headed nigga like me from this country, look in the mirror. Look around your community. Do you think that the government of America, if we all stop saying nigga today, erases how they feel about us? Yes or no? I want a yes or no. Any of you niggas that be concerned with us calling each other nigga, like that's the problem. That's the stuff we don't have. We don't have time for that nonsense. Ask yourself this, nigga. If every nigga stops saying nigga today, are they gonna come in and help your community? If we all stop saying nigga, are they gonna give you a better paying job? Are they gonna give you free education? They not. They don't care, nigga. If anything, they upset because they can't say it no more. They upset because they can't say the word nigga no more. Because they feel like them niggas can say something that we can't. They don't care. They only care, nigga, because they feel like they want to say nigga too. And I want y'all to understand this. We don't beef over hoods on Urban Politicians TV. We not beefing over tough guy. I'm none of that. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a shooter. I've never robbed nobody, never killed nobody, never gangbang. Ain't nothing street about me. I'm not like that. But for this conversation right here, any man that wants to get in front of me on this, and it has to be stated that it's this. You're fighting me for me standing up for our people and controlling our narrative. Or you want to take up for one of the nigga needers, meaning you have an issue with me calling out Adam. You have an issue with me calling out Vlad. You have an issue with me calling out Rosenberg. You have an issue with me calling out Skip Bayless. You have an issue with me calling out the label heads who control our narrative and exploit us. You have a problem with me calling out what I'm going to play for y'all tonight, what Leo Cohen said on his Breakfast Club interview. If you're going to have to stand in front of me and say, Aunt, I'm beefing with you and I want to fight you because you said that, we can die. We can die, nigga. I'm ready to die about it. Let's die over that. Any nigga. I don't give a care. You can be the biggest nigga, 100 fades, whatever y'all want to call it, line it up, stepping, anything. If you want to kill me over that, come do it. We not beefing over nothing else. I'm on that. I go like that. If for my people to get this message, get the equal opportunities for my people to get understanding and recognize how our real value, work together, become family again, have our structure in our community, how we had before the crack epidemic. If I could sacrifice myself on the cross like Jesus for my people to flourish in the way that we were, have that structure and that unity, that black pride within ourselves, how we had before the crack epidemic when we got it together, for us to get Wall Street back, for the other neighborhoods they destroyed, the government that is, I go on the cross like Jesus. We can die. We can die. And any nigga that thinks I'm playing, come play with me about that. All that other stuff, if you think I'm tough, I'm telling you, I never been tough. I grew up in the church. I grew up in a yes ma'am, no ma'am, very strict household. Never done no prison time, nothing. But this other stuff, this one I get gangster for it if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that. Whatever. Whatever. Spread that word. We tired of the jucking, the jiving, the tap dance, and the cooning and the sandboring for motherfuckers. I want to play what Charleston White said. We also gonna get into Stephen A. Smith. Oh yeah. Let me highlight that even more, because it's gonna be niggas, because we've been mentally weaponized. We've been mentally programmed to think it's not cool to die over being black. Shout out to my Mexicans, La Raza. I like how they program, nigga. Niggas will die over some BS before they die over their skin color. My Mexican partners, they understand La Raza. It's about the Mexican race, homie. Me and my homeboys, we ride together in the structure for the betterment of our race. It's all about doing what's best for the race of the Mexican people. We don't have that structure. We got niggas that are mentally whipped and pussies and hoes who would rather tell me to shut up and stop complaining. Tell me stop complaining. Stop whining. Community had an issue with Kanye West tweeted something. Kanye West spoke out against the Jewish community in an interview, whether he was right or wrong. That's for them to decide. I can't tell you how to feel. I can't tell nobody how to be offended. But I know what I didn't see. I didn't see nobody Jewish saying, y'all need to stop being so sensitive. He's just talking. Don't worry about his tweets. They all campaigned and got on code. They got on code. Stay out of my way, dog. Stay out of my way. It's simple. And I know niggas hate when I talk like this, because them niggas don't have it in them. You just want to conform and go ahead. This ain't for y'all niggas. Let this train go by. My bad, y'all. First time we done got a train out here since I've been doing this over here. First time we done got a train over here. Really, it's just the horn. Once they stop hitting the horn, we good. Hot out here tonight. The weather been kind of good, but it's actually hot out here tonight. We gonna play some factual stuff in a second. Let's get to it. I want to wake y'all up. Turn it up. We need the participation. We not tripping off the donations, man. I'm gonna come with some stuff on the Patreon soon too. It's optional, dropping a gang of content, but I'm gonna go over there to the Patreon to have a backup platform, and it's for the people who want to pay, the people who are proud to pay and want to support. You don't have to. We ain't tripping. We've been giving. I got thousands and thousands and thousands of videos, thousands of hours of editing and work done for free. on this platform that I did not get paid for, either not monetized or wasn't monetized or whatever, or it didn't do big numbers. I done traveled, I done spent thousands of dollars traveling across the country to do interviews. It ain't always about the money with me. But of course, we do want to keep a roof over our head and we do want to have a backup platform to go to. We ain't gonna sugarcoat that. Let's turn it up. Let me play with. So also, we gonna get into this. Stephen A. Smith backtracked, and I'm gonna call it backtrack. I'm gonna call it 100% backtrack because he wouldn't be saying this. Instead of just saying he kept it real, kept it solid with Kyrie, he was forced to. Because if Kyrie didn't have this good of a season, Stephen A. Smith wouldn't have came with that apology. Charles Barkley decided to still stand on it instead of just saying, hey, bro, I didn't have to go. Damn. Turn us up, man. I didn't know the live was messed up. Dang. We must be kicking too much truth tonight, man. Y'all got to turn us back up. Turn us all the way back up, man. They messing up the live or something tonight, the service. Why? I don't know. Damn. Let them stand there and hate. Let them stand there and hate. Some of that is Charleston White's audience. Some of them are here because of that term they don't like. Charleston White produces a lot of trolls. That's just what that is. I'm trying to find a way. Somebody let me know what it sounded like. No, they ain't playing with. It's the service. For some reason, the service is bad tonight. Let me know what we looking like. Let me know what we sounding like. Trying to find a good spot. Okay, we cool right here, y'all. I think we good right here. Turn it up for me, though. That's the only way we gonna fight through it. Y'all got to get in there and hit that like. Y'all got to get in there and get active. That's the only way. I think we decent. We all right here. Bet. Yeah, we showing a good little service right here. So we gonna stand right here for a second. So I want to be understood. I can't. Nah, Stephen A. You can't. You do what you do. You already successful. You got your platform. You don't need me. But multiple people tried to tell you in 2021 that you was going too hard on Kyrie. What are you doing? You out of pocket. You out of line. And you stood on being stupid. You stood on being hard-headed. And you too old for that. You in too powerful of a position. And for you to go against one of the brothers, it just didn't seem right and it didn't feel right. And I'm like, dang, bro, all this, like, you trying to tell a man how to control and live his life. And it's all for ratings. It's all for theatrics. And it's like, hey, y'all see somebody going through something and y'all use that opportunity to kick them while they down or while they getting dragged by the media. But now y'all are apologizing, but the reason why I'm calling it a backtrack and not all the way honorable, and this is my opinion, y'all waited till he had a great season and he's back in the championship to acknowledge it. So what if he would have lost this year? What if Kyrie Irving would have lost? So we'll get to that. We'll tap into Cam and Anthony Edwards a little bit. That's more so entertaining on that side of the spectrum. And then Bun B. Trillburger stuff. And then whatever else y'all want to get into. Let's do it. Let's turn it up. I've heard about that Hero Fix TV. I've heard about that. Shout out to Hero Fix TV. Let me play Charleston White's clip real quick. Tell me if y'all can hear it. Give me a mic check on this.
So, but you comment on black murder, which I don't believe black on black crime is a thing. Do you believe it's a thing? I don't believe black on black crime. So, but you comment on black murder, which I don't believe black on black crime is a thing. Do you believe it's a thing? Yeah. Why do you believe black on black? Because some would say crime is it's all based on proximity. Show me where the Jews killing each other. Show me where the Asians going to jail for murder, and they got Asian gangs. Show me where there's a big population of Asians in California. There are Asian Crips, Asian Bloods, Asian gang. Show me where a big population of Asians in jail. You can't. Show me a big population of white people killing white people. You can't. But this is a country of guns. Well, only when they go in school and shoot up kids and say it's not terrorism. But they classify that as a mass shooting. They classify ours as gun violence, but it's mass shooting because mass people are being shot in one instance, but they don't classify ours as mass shooting. Well, where do you think that comes from, though? Because, again, I'm not one to say everything goes back to white people, but lack of investing in our communities. It comes back to us because they see we don't care. If we cared if we cared the same about black people shooting black people that we did police shootings, then they would respond to black shootings the way they do police shootings. They try to give us resources, and they try to find alternative solutions after a police shooting occurred. They literally put everything on hold. Come on, we got to hear from our blacks. But that's only during a police shooting. Then we act like nothing else bothers us but police shootings. Only thing that bothers black people in America is a white police officer killing a black person. Other than that, nothing bothers us. Because we don't cry, we don't complain, we don't march, we don't ride, and we don't tear up shit until that happens. So why would anybody care about that? They don't. So, but you commented on black murder, which we...
First of all, Charleston White is out of pocket, out of line. To try to compare these two, that's a bad narrative. To say that black people only cry and complain when it's police shootings, fam. The thing is, you know this, the police are aligned with the government. When they kill innocent people, it's because it's racially motivated. That is something that we don't have control over. We don't have control over our skin color. So that means you're killing me because you are profiling me. In our communities, we have history of problem. Yes, we need to get better. Yes, we have to take accountability and responsibility. That's a separate conversation. Why do y'all want to blur the lines? That narrative is stupid. We are in America. If you go to other countries, if you go to China, there's Chinese people killing Chinese people, Charleston White. If you go to Africa, wherever, in any country, when they kill each other, those are their people killing each other. But they don't call it that. That is something that was created by the media. And we know why we're doing it. The laws of relation, because of this, cause and effect, action and reactions, the laws of relation, the environment, the social structure that we had no control over. No control over. We not doing that stupid narrative, bro. Oh, y'all niggas this, y'all niggas that. Well, go dye your skin white, nigga. Because you know that's BS. And you know why it's like that. You know that people kill each other because of who they stay around. They give us resources when we do da-da-da-da. That's because they know they messed up. They know they getting hit with lawsuits. They know there's a loophole in the system that wasn't always there. They don't respect us because we don't respect ourselves. Are you serious? Charleston White, they would have fucked your mama in front of you and made you watch as a kid, nigga, before any black person created a crime over here. They would have, if you black in here, for y'all to think that, hey, they don't respect us because we don't respect ourselves, nigga, what was they doing from day one? Did they respect you when they had you as a slave? They was raised not to respect you, nigga. Segregation ain't but 60 years old. 60. I'm not voting. Why would I vote Democrat or Republican for a presidential candidate? And this is the world we live in because niggas is so whipped. They don't want to hear from me. They don't want to hear from me because of the way I dress, because of what I wear, because I got a chain on. I can't talk reality into niggas. They made Kyrie apologize for a tweet. For all you Democrats and Republicans who are going to go vote for a president, ask yourself if you a nigga. Look in the mirror. I want niggas to look in the mirror. We getting a little blur. Service messing up. They trying to stop that message tonight, man. We gonna work through it though. That message is getting shut down tonight, man. Let me find a better spot, man. I know we dropping people off. I hate that. I hate that for this night, man. It's a big conversation I want to have tonight, nigga. There we go. We all right. Turn us back up, man. Turn us back up real quick. I need everybody to get active. Get them lights up. Get the people back up in here so I can know we still streaming. We still got the service. For y'all niggas, they made Kyrie Irving apologize for a tweet. They made or tried to make Kanye West apologize. He apologized how he apologized. Kyrie apologized how he apologized for a tweet. You niggas is so gung-ho to tell your people to vote. Nigga, my granny, 93 years old. They ain't apologized to her for segregation. They ain't apologized to my grandmother for segregation. My other grandmother passed away already, so y'all can't apologize to her. My grandmother, 93, either, and I never talked to her about this, either her parents or her grandparents was slaves at one point. I ain't but 3 generations from slavery on my daddy's side. They never apologized for slavery. Never. But they want niggas to apologize for tweets. But you telling us that they don't care because we don't care. Are you serious? Are you serious? They used to water hose niggas down for no reason. Water hose a nigga. Lock a nigga in prison. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are the ones whipped. The ones that tell niggas that they have a victim mentality, y'all are the ones that gave up. Y'all are the ones that don't want to control the narrative. Y'all are the reason why we gonna stay where we at, because they want to erase history. They want you to believe that the things that black people do is because we black and not because they made it that way. They don't want you to know that they broke our history. They don't want you to know that they broke our original cultural identity, but we created a new one over here. For the niggas that want to say black Americans don't have a culture, we created a new one, nigga. But our original cultural identity is gone. But we have a new one. And we know that we smarter than niggas because we invented everything. We justify all of their wrongdoings and their manipulation. Oh, they doing it because we let them. They doing it because, bro, that conversation is tied. And until we wake up and see that that's part of the master plan that they have and designed for us to just say that, we're going to be exactly where we at. Exactly where we at. Exactly where we at. Crack epidemic, nigga. Redlining, nigga. Redlining. Maybe y'all don't like hearing it from me. Maybe y'all don't like hearing it from me. I can't let that narrative be out there. Charleston White can do what he want to do. He gets paid for his interviews. He does numbers. Y'all can support Charleston White if that's what y'all want to do. Y'all find him entertaining, that's cool. But when I see that narrative, like he's speaking for black people and it's trash, I'm speaking out against it every time, bro. Every time. Every single time. They don't respect us because we don't respect ourselves. They don't, nigga, they never cared about us, nigga. Never cared about us. Nigga, my mama's 60. My mama's 60. Segregation ain't but 60 years old. Why y'all acting like they really, if they cared about you so much, you would have had the equal opportunity. There would have never been segregation. You think that this changed the format of racism? They got niggas just coming home who got locked up for crimes that they did not commit. You think us carrying ourselves with respect is gonna make them say, well, we gonna respect them now when they never respected us from the jump? They treated us worse than dogs. Some of them still feel that way. Niggas is working, bro. I hate that talk so much. Niggas is killing themselves, sacrificing their lives to make it to the NBA, to go play for an owner who's in private calling them niggers. But they making billions of dollars off of them. And you talking about they don't care because we don't care? You mean to tell me basketball team owners is racist? They hate these niggas that play for them. They calling them niggas behind the scenes and shit. Niggas is busting their ass, playing basketball every day, sacrificing it all to get to that league, to play for a man that owns them on paper and calling them a nigger. But you telling me they don't care because we don't care. Oh, we already know about the NFL. Yeah. We know about the NFL. They had to create the Rooney Rule. You telling us that they don't care because we don't care, but we had to fight just for black coaches to get interviewed. They had to create the Rooney Rule. That's new. That's just generation. That's this lifetime. We ain't gonna get into baseball, nigga. They just put the Black American League, the Negro League, they let the truth come out. They don't care because we don't care, Charleston. They just allowed the Negro League stats to be in the same category as the Major League Baseball stats. Go look at them comments online. Do y'all get what I'm saying? There are whites that had positions with records and accomplishments in the MLB. They put the Negro League stats and combined them as one. There are black Negro League players that have now taken #1 spots. Go look at the comments, nigga. Go look at the comments. Do you think if we stop calling each other nigga, they will feel differently about that? No. No. And anybody that says we had nothing to do with slavery, if you did not tell that to the Jewish community that went against Kyrie, if you don't tell that to the Jewish community that went against Kanye, that they had nothing to do with what their people went through in Germany, suck a dick. Suck a dick. Say it one more time. If you were telling a black person in America they had nothing to do with slavery, why are they complaining about it? But you don't tell that to the Jewish community? That's oppression and that's racist right there, because you telling a nigga because he black, he don't got the right to complain, but they do. Come in my face and tell me that so I can call you a bitch and your mama for raising a bitch. If you tell a nigga that he can't complain about what his ancestors went through, or he can't speak on slavery because he didn't go through it, but you don't tell the Jewish community that, when they say things are anti-Semitic, that means you're saying that their struggle, their issues are more important than ours. That means you're telling me I'm less than. You's a bitch. The nigga that just spoke on the clothing, nigga, this my shit, nigga. This my shit. This my shit, and all I wear is my shit and other black creators' shit. I ain't bought a piece of designer clothing, but some shades and some cologne, and I don't know how long. I could buy it right now, believe me. I can go buy designer right now. I got no reason to lie. I go get to the mall and go drip whole designer fits and still have a bankroll, nigga, right now. But in our community, because we've been materialized and weaponized and manipulated, because I don't wear designer, niggas think I can't afford it. If I want to put on like that, I can go put on like that. I can cop a piece of new designer a couple times a month and be straight. But guess what I put on every day? My shit, nigga. You won't win over here because it's pure. You won't win over here because it's real. You won't win over here because it's authentic. So, for people who don't want to understand how the media is deployed, the media has made y'all think that black on black crime is a real thing. The media gets niggas to go against their own. When they see that nigga standing up and speaking for his people, they have certain niggas that want him to shut up. Y'all don't understand how powerful media is. And I love it because I always knew about yellow journalism. I always knew about propaganda. But a nigga that woke me up, and he going through some bullshit right now. He did some bullshit, and gonna see how everything turned out with Diddy. But Diddy put out one of the realest tweets ever last year. Even though he on some bullshit and he on some weird shit, Diddy. We can't condone that. We can't support that shit. You got some allegations. We'll see how everything turn out. Innocent till proven guilty on what we haven't seen. But what we have seen, Diddy, you got some bad stuff going on, nigga. We can't stand with that. But Diddy spoke about how media is the most powerful industry in the world. Media is the most powerful industry in the world. But it's an industry that we have the least amount of control and power in as black people. But guess what I got right here, nigga? I got media. I'm taking control of the narrative, nigga. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I need to make sure y'all hear this. Hold on real quick. Hope this bitch connect. Cut my other one off. Hold on real quick.
Instead of waiting for others to do it for us all the time. Well, how would that re-education be brought about? In World War II, this country could use its news media to propagandize and make the whole American public love the love the Germans and the Japanese, rather love the Russians and the Chinese and hate the Germans and the Japanese. And then after the war, they changed it and made the American...
Can y'all hear this? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all chat real quick? Nah, we not playing with that. Charleston White is doing what he got to do to get his money. That's his choice. That's his decision. But if y'all want to be whipped and be stupid and be manipulated, go right ahead. We not condoning nobody dissing nobody dead kids. And then when you say he wrong, he wrong, he wrong, he wrong, he tripping, he out of pocket, y'all want to defend that nonsense. Y'all want to make it sound cool. Oh, he doing it to wake people up. But then he comes back now and apologizes for it and says he was wrong. Shut up and grow up. Stop being a dick eater. Stop being a dick eater. What if that was your son? What if that was your daughter? What if that was your cousin? Stop being a dick-eating bitch. Stop being a dick-eating bitch. God damn. Can y'all hear this? Could y'all hear that right there? That was Malcolm X. They gotta snap every night on this motherfucker.
For others to force all the time. Well, how will that re-education be brought about? Well, just as in World War II, this country could use its new instead of waiting for others to do it for us all the time. Well, how will that re-education be brought about? Well, just as in World War II, this country could use its news media to propagandize and make the whole American public love the Germans and the Japanese, rather love the Russians and the Chinese and hate the Germans and the Japanese. And then after the war, they changed it and made the American public love the Germans and love the Japanese, hate the Russians and hate the Chinese, which shows that they can make the American public love whom they will and hate whom they will. And that same process can be used to re-educate the American public and show white people how to love black people and show black people how to do something to stand on our own feet and solve our own problems.
Play that one more time. Turn it up. This is media. The power of American media. Listen. This is real. This is where the black on black crime come from.
Waiting for others to do it for us all the time. Well, how will that re-education be brought about? Well, just as in the War II, this country could use its news media to propaganda
public
instead of waiting for others to do it for us all the time. How will that re-education be brought about? For others to do instead of waiting for others to do it for us all the time. Well, how will that re-education be brought about? Well, just as in World War II, this country could use its news media to propagandize and make the whole American public love the Germans and the Japanese, rather love the Russians and the Chinese and hate the Germans and the Japanese. And then after the war, they changed it and made the American public love the Germans and love the Japanese, hate the Russians and hate the Chinese, which shows that they can make the American public love whom they will and hate whom they will. And that same process can be used to re-educate the American public and show white people how to love black people and show black people how to do something to stand on our own feet and solve our own problems.
What we talking about? Media. Media. They make motherfuckers hate motherfuckers in the media. They make us hate people, make us not like people we never met across the water, across the globe. How is that possible? How is that a thing? That's the power of media. Media is the most powerful weapon in the world. If you didn't know, Adolf Hitler used the media to go against the Jews. That's a fact. That's what Hitler did with that. Media has been used as a powerful weapon from day one. They use different forms of it, even slavery days. The way they use media in America, we got niggas for sale at the town center. Spread the word. How do we spread the word? We use media. We put posters on the wall. That was their billboards. Billboards are media. Newspapers, all of it. Been that way. I want to play something else that Malcolm X said. My bad, y'all.
Inflames the white public against Negroes. The police are able to use it. Inflames the white public against Negroes. The police are able to use it to paint the Negro community as a criminal element. The police are able to use the press to make the white public think that 90% or 99% of the Negroes in the Negro community are criminals. And once the white public is convinced that most of the Negro community is a criminal element, then this automatically paves the way for the police to move into the Negro community, exercising Gestapo tactics, stopping any black man who is on the sidewalk, whether he is guilty or whether he is innocent. Whether he is well dressed or whether he is poorly dressed, whether he is educated or whether he is dumb, whether he is justified. Public, that the so-called Negro community is a criminal element. They can go in and question, brutalize, murder unarmed, innocent Negroes, and the white public is gullible enough to back them up. This makes the Negro community a place. This makes the Negro neighborhood a police state. It's the most heavily patrolled. It has more police in it than any other neighborhood, yet it has more crime in it than any other neighborhood. How can you have more cops and more crime? Why? It shows you that the cops must be in cahoots with the criminals.
Propaganda, media. I brought the Bluetooth speaker out here tonight because I want that to be clear with y'all. If you want to see that, it's on YouTube. Malcolm X, type in Malcolm X media, it'll pop up. I've been in the Malcolm X rabbit hole for a minute now, just, sharpening my sword, iron sharpen iron. It's really common sense, but he spoke. When you live long enough, you've experienced out here from Malcolm X than me. From Malcolm X than me. From Malcolm X, I'm seen as a rapper lover, or hey, I'm telling y'all somebody who died for it. Y'all gonna say he wrong? Y'all gonna say he wrong for talking about the narrative they put on us, or do I need to play it again? Or was Malcolm X lying? Y'all let me know. Was Malcolm X lying? It's on y'all. Y'all got the flow now in the chat. Was Malcolm X lying? Was he making this up? How did he know this? How did he feel this way back in the day? Sorry about man, they keep messing up the line of the location, man. Turn us back up, man. We lost a lot of people right there. Man, no, he's not. Charleston White is not saying the same shit. He's going on the internet. He's making fun of dead people, family members. He's saying would never waste an interview to say something like that. And I have a video to combat that. We came with it tonight. Malcolm X would never. For you to say that he's saying the same shit is downright disgusting. And this when you need to be a man or be a woman or be a dick riding bitch. And I mean that. And you take that how you want to take that. Be a man, be a woman, or be a dick-riding bitch. Say that you a fan of somebody. Say that you like somebody. And that's cool. You don't have to speak out against them. But trying to defend disrespect in these type of conversations and trying to compare that to this is downright dick riding. And if you a dick rider, you ain't nothing but a bitch to me when it comes to this conversation. It's not that deep. We not going down. This ain't about beefing with him. I don't have no beef with him. This ain't even about him. We talking above him. I'm combating that narrative he threw out there today because it touched a bunch of platforms. Other than that, I wouldn't care. If it wasn't on a bunch of platforms and a bunch of people didn't see it, I wouldn't care. If you follow this platform, you know that I've defended Charleston White at times. So if you want to be a dick-sucking coward, then be a dick-sucking coward, but shut the fuck up. This ain't that. This ain't that. Turn us up, man. The live keep messing up. We keep losing the people, but we back. Oh, no. Y'all can have a difference of opinion, but your opinion on these topics mean you going against my cause and my people cause. So it's fuck you, suck a dick. Anybody going against what I'm saying about me and my fairness, or me giving these facts out about how the media is a weapon and black on black crime is a weapon and a narrative that got created by media to conform us and brainwash us and manipulate us and control our minds into thinking that this is a real thing. Because when the cartel members cut each other heads off and record it, you could go look that up on the news out there. They don't call them crash dummies. But in our community, if a nigga records himself committing a crime, we say he's stupid. Am I right or wrong, dick eaters? For my dick eaters, if a cartel member records himself shooting guys on their knees and they tape that up, you don't call them stupid. You don't call them clout chasers. When Taliban line niggas up and blow their heads off one by one over the years, these videos exist on the internet somewhere, and they record it. When they kill their victims or they abuse their victims, they don't call them crash dummies. They don't call them attention seeking. They just call it cartel business. But when the niggas do it, you're a clout chaser. Oh, he looking for attention. Stupid nigga. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Murder is murder. And people still want to defend it. Murder is murder. Murder is murder. No murder is less or more higher than the other murder in the terms of war, in the terms of violence. In terms of violence and war, or we into it with each other. If a black man kills another black man for whatever reason, he chose to murder that man. Unless it's, I'm defending myself. Unless it's, I'm defending myself. But if I line a motherfucker up on their knees, this is not self-defense. If I record this, I'm sending a message. No matter if you want to justify it, I wanted the claim for the murder. I wanted the attention for the murder. I want the clout for the murder. But if a nigga do that, he's a stupid animal, he's a dumbass, and he's a clout chaser, and he's self-snitching. But over in Mexico, it's not called Mexican on Mexican crime. There are more murders in Juarez, Mexico than there are in any city in America, if I'm speaking correctly. I think Juarez, Mexico has more murders than any city in America. There are no black people over there. My point of this conversation is not to put down the Mexican people. That's not what this is about. I don't get anything by tearing nobody else down. I have no problem with the Mexican community at all. This is just pointing out to y'all how black on black crime is not a real thing. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Who cares? Humans are humans, bro. Who cares where we live at? I'm telling you why I got to this point over here. Humans is humans, bro. So what I'm telling y'all is the black on black crime is not a real thing because we are the only people who have that narrative put upon us through media. But for people who think that Charleston White is doing the same thing as Malcolm X, he would never say those type of things. And let me point y'all to Exhibit A. Or whatever exhibit we on now. Oh shit, I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. Turn this up, man. This ain't about beefing with Charleston White. This ain't about beefing with niggas. We don't got time for that lame-ass internet shit. I'm trying to raise a real message over here, bro. That's what these lives like this is about.
This behavior collectively of the white race toward non-white people has been the type of behavior that is
Hold on, y'all. Let me wait till
only.
homie leave in a second, man. When he pull off, we gonna play it. They got the music playing. I need y'all to turn this up. Yeah, the chat gonna be weird because that's the kind of audience that Charleston White has at times. Then you got the natural trolls, people who just troll regardless. But Charleston White has a super duper heavy troll audience. And like I told y'all, people were on the internet and people put their face on it and defended him, disrespecting Gilly's deceased son. And I said, damn, you that much of a bitch? Do your mama know? Do your mama know that she worked that hard and put food on the table for you, sacrificed for you, long nights? Nigga, I be tired and exhausted, nigga, as a nigga who don't, as a nigga that's just doing this. So, and I didn't have a job back in the day. So I know how hard it is to clock in and go to work and deal with bullshit at the job and have to do that. And for a parent to have to do that, go to work 10 hours to a day or 60 hours a week and maybe work 2 jobs to provide for you and discipline you, put food on the table with clothes on your back, try to nurture you, care for you, and for you to grow up to amount to be a dick rider? Damn. Not a supporter, a dick rider. Damn. Damn. Whew.
And the conscious behavior collectively of the white race toward non-white people has been the type of behavior that is practiced only by a devil or devils.
So then in essence you feel that white men per se are devils?
He teaches us that God told him that the white race is a race of devils.
Teaching this kind of a doctrine of hate and a doctrine of separationism is bound to inflame the passions of people, wouldn't you imagine?
The deeds that the white man has committed against black people is what is inflaming black people. There's no teaching inflames anyone. It's what you do to a man that inflames him. And if the white man wants black people to love him, then he should do something to warrant that love.
The entire Negro population, the group feels the way you do about it. I think they're probably more than willing to take their share of the world that's available to them and enjoy themselves in it.
How about you? As a prominent.
If he doesn't think that very many Negroes think like I do, then he is being mighty naive. Do you think that Negroes are going to continue to live in a society where dogs can be sicked on them at will
and not do something about it, you're out of your mind.
Is there anyone here that would like to comment after having heard what Mr. X said?
No, I didn't.
How about you, sir? Would you like to comment?
Got us a nigga coming.
I don't agree with him because I'm not a follower of Muhammad myself. I think that all people have been mistreated in some form or another.
Let me bring this back. This is the point I'm making. When people speak up for us and we have somebody speaking in our favor, just calling it like it is, down the middle, we have niggas like this that pop out. Let me let this plane go by. When niggas want to justify bullshit and shit that doesn't work in our favor. For niggas to say, stop complaining, stop whining. We put ourselves here. It's getting old. And it's crazy because it's documented in real time. How we don't run shit. We don't control shit and we don't own shit. We don't own none of this shit. And at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what you buy, what you own. You still got to pay taxes on it, on land that was stolen.
I agree with him.
How about you, sir? Is there anyone here that would like to comment after having heard what Mr. X said?
No, I didn't.
How about you, sir? Would you like to comment?
I don't agree with him because I'm not a follower of Muhammad myself. I think that all people have been mistreated in some form or another. But I don't agree with him. I don't follow Muhammad. I don't think anyone should follow one man. I think they should follow their own conscience. I think the main problem of most Negroes is that they feel sorry for themselves. And I think that this keeps them back much more than they would be if they didn't feel so sorry for themselves.
If Martin Luther King, Roy Wilkins, or any of these compromising Negroes who say exactly what the white man wants to hear is interviewed anywhere in the country, you don't get anybody to offset what they say. But whenever a black man stands up and says something that white people don't like, then the first thing that white man does is run around to try and find somebody to say something to offset what has just been said. This is natural, but it is done.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Rest in peace, Martin Luther King. God bless his soul. God bless Malcolm X's soul. No disrespect, but we have a lot of compromising Negroes. Compromising Negroes that can be found to offset when a black man says something that they don't like. Even in the hip-hop media world, if I say something about Vlad, he was out of pocket, he was out of line, there's gonna be a nigga that's gonna come out and say Vlad was just doing his job instead of holding him accountable. There's gonna be a nigga when Vlad has done something completely wrong. There's gonna be a compromising Negro who's going to go stand up for that white man. When Joe Rogan called the people in Philly apes after watching Planet of the Apes, there were niggas quick to jump out and defend him instead of letting them go through the fire. But I didn't see nobody jump out there for Kanye. I didn't see nobody jump out there for Kyrie. But I'll give them one. I will give them one. I did see people from the Jewish community jump out there for Jamie Foxx. But that was because it was so blatantly a bully and reach when he said, what do you expect them to do when they hated on Jesus? I've been hearing that phrase my entire life. I've been hearing that phrase my entire life. And when he said that, they hated on Jesus, people from the Jewish community said that that was anti-Semitic. Whoever, Kyrie Irving, we got lists of this shit, nigga. Whoopi Goldberg, Nick Cannon, to the point where people will not even give an opinion on the Jewish community at times. Because you know what it can lead to. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Turn us up on them likes, come with that energy. I see the service still bad for some reason out here, man. See the service, there we go. We got some little shit right there. Turn it up, turn it up. Let me see if I had one more Malcolm X. I think I might have. I think that might be all of them, though.
This is the trick that's played on everyone who...
Oh, no, we got one more. This is media. Black on black crime, things like that to make us think that we are criminals, we are savages, we are animals. They don't promote the fathers that help their kids with their homework. That doesn't make the news. They don't promote black families, happy families. They don't promote black people smiling and just having a good time. It don't sell. What sells is niggas killing each other. What sells is what they call black on black crime. What sells is the black man being violent, the black man acting like an animal. Did y'all know that they used to have in the newspaper, they used to put Rosa Parks. They used to call her a savage and an animal. They used to call Martin Luther King an animal. They used to call other civil rights protesters who were peaceful and not violent, they would put them on the front of the newspaper and call them fucking animals. It's media manipulation. That's what black on black crime is. Appreciate the donation, Growth. Appreciate the donation. I'm going to denounce black on black crime every time it is spoke upon. If you're not gonna see it, it's so crazy that niggas have been conformed and manipulated and weaponed and just fucked over and being whipped into thinking that black on black crime is a real thing, that it sounds like it makes sense. But if you say Chinese on Chinese crime, it sounds weird. If you say Asian on Asian crime, it sounds weird. If you say Mexican on Mexican crime, it sounds weird. But it's crazy how black going with against any other race, it sounds like it's fitting. It rhymes, it fits well. That's the media that has been weaponized against you. Y'all want to hear it? Black on white crime, black on Asian crime, black on brown, black on Latin, black versus brown, black versus white, black versus Indians. How come black versus anything, it has a ring to it? It sounds like it's supposed to fit. But if you say Asian on Asian, it don't make sense. If you say white on white crime, it don't really sound like it's fitting. That's because the media has weaponized that phrase. Yeah. We out here sweating with it tonight. Turn us up, man. One more for Malcolm X.
We're trying to, as you have in your neighborhood, as you have been in our neighborhood.
All right, you get on your...
This one doesn't have a video with
Everybody's
it.
going for something. We alone, there are too few of us. There are too many men up there with all their cop cars and everything.
That's what they're always telling you. Never let your enemy tell you how many of you there are. Never let the man that you're against form your opinions. This is the trick that's played on everyone who's oppressed. The first thing, an occupation, when you have a revolution in the country, the first thing you take over is the radio. Then you start telling the people, everybody, the war is over. And so all of them surrender. No, they believe that thing right there. And once they take that over, they start telling you where you are and where they are, and you fall right in line. It's plain thought control. The majority of the American people aren't segregationists.
that the majority of the American people aren't imperialists, but the government is, the structure is, the power faction is. So, how then do all the majority go along with it? Because those who sit in power over the television, over the radio, and over the press is constantly telling those who are the masses how free they are, and how this they are, and how that they are. So a mistake is made on your part when you think that white people suffer the same as black people. Or as many Jews will say, well, we're a minority too. Or the Irish will say, well, we used to be a minority. No one's a minority like we are. They didn't need civil rights legislation to solve any other minority problem. It didn't take a civil war.
They said other people are minorities and they've been through what we've been through as black people. No, they haven't. They didn't need civil rights movements. They didn't need legislation. They didn't need any of these, a civil war, any of these things to be tied in for them to be seen as equal. They didn't need laws being put in place. Let's go back.
The Irish will say, well, we used to be a minority. No one's a minority. Or as many Jews will say, well, we're a minority too. Or is made on your part when you think that white people suffer the same as black people. Or as many Jews will say, well, we're a minority too. Or the Irish will say, well, we used to be a minority. No one's a minority like we are. They didn't need civil rights legislation to solve any other minority problem. It didn't take a civil war to solve any other minority problem. It didn't take Supreme Court decisions to solve any other minority problem or legislation. It takes none of that action to solve the minority problems of these other people. The only real minority in America is the Afro-American. Now, when white people who are oppressed and poor, supposedly, but the poorest white person can go where the richest black person can't go. It isn't only poverty of in money that we're talking about. Poverty in spirit, poverty in freedom, poverty in equality, poverty in human dignity. This is the kind of poverty we're suffering from. So that the richest Negro in this country is still poor. When it comes to freedom, he's broke. When it comes to human dignity, he's broke. This is the kind of poverty we're talking about. So when you find white people who are poor, with all these doors that there are open to them, any door that you knock on, if you're qualified, it'll open. So when you find a poor white person, he's in bad shape. He's in...
Black on black crime is conformed and created by the media, and it worked well. I have to congratulate them. They did a real good job. The media is a weapon. Malcolm X would never do what Charleston White did. Don't compare the two. I played that by Malcolm X so y'all could hear about the black on black phrase, and it's not real because it hit all the blogs today. It was all over Twitter, and I said, well, we have to talk about Charleston White again. And I want to do this live in real time so the people can see. Appreciate the super chat. Shout out to Bloodhound. Appreciate the donation, man. He say, no justice, it's just us. Yeah. I'm not voting for a president, and we're going to move on to something else. I'm not voting for a president. Like I say, they tell people to apologize for comments, tweets, things of that nature. But they never apologized and said, we are sorry for the damage we've done to the black community. We're sorry for redlining. We're sorry for segregation. The American government apologizes for what we did to y'all. We apologize for making the world look at y'all as different and hate y'all. We apologize for what our ancestors did to y'all. No, they just sweep it under the rug and keep moving on, and keep taking us for stupid. You know what they do? They found a couple token niggas, put a bag in their pocket. Hey, man, go promote us. Go campaign for us. And like I tell niggas, get your money. If you here to entertain, entertain. But I have to keep the narrative real over here. This is not beef. This is not me going against y'all. This is me keeping the narrative clear. But if you come over here and you try to go against the facts, then it's fuck you. It's fuck you. And we not beefing. We not fighting. We not doing nothing. It's just fuck you. Do what you got to do, though, to take care of yourself and your family if that's what you want. We ain't knocking that, but our people got to know the truth, nigga. This about the truth. We got to leave the truth here. The truth got to be documented. This is going to be on the internet. YouTube is a steady growing platform. I've seen the YouTube surge. I was here for it. See, there's other YouTubers that are here now that wasn't here when I started in 2018, when it wasn't a clear money-making tool. I'm going to speak on one nigga. Adam 22. I remember at one point in time, and Adam 22 put these numbers out there before we move on. They did an ad revenue switch or monetization switch in like 2018. This was a little bit after I first started YouTube. And whatever they did, it cut a lot of the money he was making in half at that time. It cut a lot of the money he was making, more than half. Whatever they switched up with the revenue at that time, Adam went from making $40K a month off of YouTube only, just doing YouTube. He said he was making $40K. He said when they did that switch, his money went from $40K to $5K a month. And it affected a lot of YouTubers in that time. There were YouTubers like fucking themselves off and all type of stuff, man. God bless their souls. So, you know, it's like, man, hold on, I was making 20,000, 30,000, 60, 70,000. Y'all came with this whole new rule on YouTube and fucked all the money up. Shout out to Bloodhound, man. Appreciate the donation. Bloodhound say, no reparations, no vote. FBA all day, B1. Shout out to Bloodhound, man. No reparations, no vote. FBA all day, B1. Appreciate the donation. Shout out to San Antonio. Let's move on. Somebody too, rest in peace to BTB Savage. Somebody, if you get a chance, look up BTB Savage's death date. It might have passed already, or it should be coming up. BTB Savage. Might have passed. He might have been gone for a year already. Let's look that up. I think it was this past month. BTB Savage. I want to move into Stephen A. Smith real quick. We ain't going to spend a lot of time here. I'm going to just play this. The overall thing I want y'all to take away from that is that black on black conversation. I got to denounce that. I got to go against that. It's no beef because I'm not beefing. I'm just standing on what I stand on. People create these narratives and try to compare conversations where they don't need to be compared to go viral. And I'm just not with that for our people because I'm a nigga before I'm anything. I'm a nigga before anything. And it's so crazy. I have to apologize because I used to low-key look at niggas who talk like this. I used to be that nigga. And I'm not finna be putting on no back to Africa shit because I don't want to go back to Africa or none of that, or even if I'm from Africa, I don't fucking know. Might have been from over here. I don't want to go back to Africa. This ain't that. I have no connection with that over there. They do what they do. Shout out to the Africans that fuck with us. The ones that don't, fuck you 10 times. The ones that do, it's all love. Anybody else that fucks with us, it's all love. If you don't fuck with us, fuck you and fuck you every which way. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. This ain't about that, but I used to look down upon a little bit, or not even look down on them, just take them as jokes. Niggas that will be pushing black unity and black people coming together. Now, I'm still not with the little literature and the phrases they use on certain things, and I'm not going to be all over the top with it, but it ain't never too much information that can be spread. The Jewish community, they hold Twitter spaces on these conversations. Yeah. The Jewish community, they get together in Twitter spaces, probably on Clubhouse as well, and have these type of conversations about their heritage, their history. They trace it back. They link up. They practice it. They trade facts. They do it all. They trade info. Ours is the only one where we've been taught not to take our history and the American history that we've created. We've just been taught to survive day to day. I want to play something real quick with Stephen A. Smith.
Of every decision. I'm not going back and recounting every decision. I'm just saying how it's interesting to me. It just carries such a bigger momentum, in particular with you, more than anybody else.
You know what? What I would ask you is do me a favor. Stop telling us what you find interesting and just tell us what you feel.
No, my job is to be interesting.
You say I find it interesting. You always say that. Say what you're saying. What are you saying?
What did I just say?
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I just said what I'm saying, Stephen A.
Which is?
And I'm not allowed to say what I find interesting.
Of course you are.
But like, once again,
I invite you on the show to say what's interesting.
He thinks you're too preoccupied with Kyrie, too hard on Kyrie.
Did I mention Kyrie Irving last week before he demanded a trade? We were talking football. How many times have I mentioned Kyrie Irving over the last few weeks?
I don't seem to be the one being triggered right now.
Well, I'm always triggered.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
Okay.
I've seen you. I watch your show every day.
So what
are we talking about Kyrie or is this personal?
It seems personal.
I don't want it to be personal.
What seems personal?
It seems personal for you.
For me with Kyrie?
Yes.
You
1,000,000%.
You of all people with all the interest you have got the nerve to sit here on national television and tell me I'm getting personal with a player? I don't lose no sleep.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I don't lose any sleep over Kyrie.
I didn't say you lose sleep.
I'm passionate about the subjects I'm passionate about.
Hold on. Damn, I missed that one. Damn, I ain't get that one either. I tripped out. Hold on, yes I did.
With the media, public, with the media, the fact that Kyrie Irving would not did.
With the media,
Public, with the media, the fact that Kyrie Irving would not denounce what was in that movie, would not apologize for, I think his role in promoting and certainly really hurting people in the community. This is a situation, I think, for Brooklyn now, where a 5-game suspension without pay minimally, as they say, Kyrie Irving is going to have, he's going to have to remedy this situation. And I think right now, his future in Brooklyn, I think it's fair to say, is unclear because he has shown so far a resolve, a resistance to not.
Hold on. There was one more I want to find. Here goes Stephen A. Now, went to ESPN. Kenny Smith, and said he had a phone call with Stephen A. Smith. Hold on. Get that for y'all. Thought I had it.
Just excited.
Listen to Charles Barkley as well.
And there's been like a constant change in the thought process about him by the mass media. as a basketball player, you know, we're not talking about his political or social stances and looking at him in a negative view. And I'll say it. I wasn't going to say it, but, you know, I've never said it to Kyrie, but I've said it to Stephen A. Because at one time, Stephen A. was an advocate about having a battle with this guy. And I had to call Stephen. I'm like, this guy's from our neighborhood. I named like 6 people. And I said, Stephen, those people mentored you. They mentored him. So when you say something about him, you're actually saying it about us. And so he understood, and they kind of fell back. And because as a media person, we have to understand that young men go through young things. They grow up, they learn things, and they appreciate things, and they have a different viewpoint than we might have had. But as a basketball player, you gotta double this guy. And if you don't double this guy, you go home in 4. And that's the difference between this Kyrie, and I love to see. Who's in the building, Kenny? Superman is in the building when he has the ball over there.
Yeah, all that stuff is good. He self-inflicted himself. He got to take some responsibility. I think he's grown up. I think he's matured. Stephen A. and other people criticized him, and he was rightly deserved it. You can't go out there being anti-Semitic, and, you know, you can do the vaccine thing. That's your own thing. But he deserved the criticism he got. He deserved the suspension he got. But as a basketball player, I think he's really grown up. I thought after game 1, that was a grown man in full flight. I'd never seen him that happy. We all made mistakes. I've done plenty of stupid things. At some point, you have to grow up, and I think he's grown up.
Well, I'm just excited.
Charles Barkley, y'all didn't have to go that hard, bro. Even if you felt that he was wrong, you was calling him idiot. You was going against him. You was campaigning. You was talking real disrespectful about the dude. But now y'all want to be cool with him because he winning, and it's a form of respect. And it's crazy because y'all are so caught up in what y'all do. If he wasn't winning, y'all wouldn't be talking about him. Charles Barkley, it wasn't that deep. We later found out that the vaccine was not that big of a deal. We later found out he tweeted something out. Well, how come he can't have his opinion? Charles Barkley, shut the fuck up. Stephen A. already walked it back down. 84? For sure, man. Appreciate it. Shut the fuck up, Charles Barkley. Stay the fuck out the way. Stay the fuck out the way and shut the fuck up. That's all you need to do sometimes. Everybody know that they was going over the top. Everybody know, well, dang. Even if he was doing something you don't agree with it, that don't mean y'all had to act like the nigga wasn't shit, talk down on him. Oh, he deserved it. How come Stephen A. Smith saying, well, nah, man, I went too far on him, bro? You play what Stephen A. Smith had to say. And Stephen A. Smith is extra long-winded. He did a whole lot of extra ass talking instead of just coming out and saying, man, I was out of pocket. And Stephen A. Smith, you are not just getting, hey, man, he made it right. Now, I'm going to say you're backtracked. Because if Kenny Smith don't come with this convo and make it public, I don't know for sure if you go and bring this up. I don't know if you apologize.
And people, those guys. And every day.
Hold on. Find Stephen A. Smith shit real quick.
Last night, the TNT crew was discussing the evolution of Kyrie Irving this postseason.
Evolution? What the fuck is that?
Because Kyrie Irving obviously has gone through so much, you know, being accused of anti-Semitism or anti-Semitic remarks just because he retweeted something and stuff like that, getting suspended, having to deal with some of the things he's had to deal with. the whole COVID thing and, not wanting to play, not wanting to take the vaccine and all of this other stuff, ultimately missing an abundance of games. And, obviously things going south in Brooklyn with him, Kevin Durant and James Harden. You look at those situations and you just found yourself saying, damn, this is a bad situation. It's really bad. And Kyrie's name was all over it. And then he lost the sneaker deal and, and all he had was basketball. But the evolution of Kyrie Irving this postseason has been nothing short of spectacular, and he deserves a lot of credit for it. But that was also what led to Kenny Smith revealing a very private conversation that he had with me about my past critical comments. This guy, us, comments, quote, he self-inflicted himself. Talking about Kyrie. He got to take some, you can't go out there and, let me say this, both of them are right.
You talking about Charles Barkley right there.
Tackling Charles Barkley first. Kyrie did deserve to be criticized at the time that he was being criticized. And it's our job to tell a story. And that's what I did. When it was happening, I spoke about what was happening. So Charles Barkley's right about that. But nobody's more right than my brother Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith did call me. And when Kenny Smith called me, he spoke to me and he reminded me of guys. He mentioned 6 guys. I'll give you 3 of their names. One was Rod Strickland, former NBA, talked about Kyrie.
Hold on.
And I really didn't see it that way. I felt like I react. I ain't backing up. Had changed and it felt, and I really didn't see it that way. I felt like I had looked out for Kyrie Irving on many, many occasions until I couldn't. And then I felt that his attitude towards me had changed and it felt like betrayal. I let that go, but then when his father, I felt, came at me the wrong way, I reacted like I react. I ain't backing up. And it wasn't until Kenny Smith placed that call to me that I had to look at myself differently. Because he reminded me of those numerous people that raised Kyrie. They also influenced me. And when I talked about Kyrie in the fashion that I talked about him, it wasn't just a reflection on him, it was a reflection on them. And when I looked at it that way, it gave me cause to pause. And then I remembered having an argument on First Take on ESPN with Jay Williams. And Jay Williams wasn't even attacking what I said. He was attacking the energy and how I said it. And I thought about that. And I said, damn, you got a point. And then I ran into Kyrie. And we were at the Crypto.com arena. And Kyrie came up behind me, touched me on the back, and said, yo, bro, at this point, it ain't even about us. It's about you and my dad and the way y'all been going at each other. And y'all got me caught in the middle of it. And when he said that to me, it hit home. I picked up the phone, live from the Crypto.com arena, sitting baseline, and I texted.
So Kyrie hollered at Stephen A. Smith behind the scenes, told him, dang, bro, you tripping with my daddy. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on? And it's all because of Stephen A. Smith going so hard on him, trying to sell his product, I guess sell his platform, doing what he thinks gonna impress the people, what he think gonna impress his bosses, what he thinks he needs to do to sell. And then he even said himself, he went back at them because they went at him. That's some hoe ass shit. It's some bitch ass shit to do when Jason Williams is telling you directly to your face. But what happens with niggas like Stephen A. Smith, they get in position, they forget, or they never cared. Let's say that. You just trying to let your nuts hang. The man telling you, hey, bro, why you going so hard, bro? It ain't that deep. Like, what's really good? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Now he coming back with it. And do you come tell us this, Stephen A., if Kenny Smith don't reveal that conversation? Or do you keep that private? I got a video coming in the morning That's unacceptable. It's out of pocket. It's out of line. Don't be that guy. Because now, let's be 1,000. Ask yourselves this in the chat before we move on. Before we move on, ask yourselves this. Do we still feel that all that shit they took Kyrie through, was that shit worth it, or does it feel like they kind of was going overboard? That's for y'all to decide. Everybody got their own opinion, to each his own. Y'all let me know. Let's move on. There are people combating me real quick. The Anthony Edwards and Camron shit, that's just entertainment. Let's get that up out of here real quick. That ain't nothing that too major. Camron actually been getting some hella fire promo. We gonna keep it 1,000 this past month. Well, a few weeks ago or last week, he got CNN promo with the Diddy stuff. He finessed CNN. They thought they was finessing him to do a hit job on Diddy to push their narrative. Camron said, you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity. Do your thing, Cam. Good look, good move. Shout out to Aboriginal. Appreciate the donation, G. Appreciate the donation. I'm Aboriginal. 100 emojis for shit. So, Camron finessed CNN. CNN tried to play him, manipulate him, weaponize him with the media. And hey, he took it into his own hands. I'm gonna go viral and push what I got going on. Oh well. Certain people didn't agree with it, He went in there, he gave the disclaimer of, hey, I don't agree with what Diddy did. We not things that he accused of in his lawsuit, allegedly. We don't agree with none of those things he's allegedly accused of. We not supporting that in no form, shape, or fashion. She then goes to ask, have you ever seen this by Diddy? What the fuck you mean? Do you know about this in the industry? No. What the fuck? I'm gonna flip it on y'all because y'all don't have good intentions for me right now. Y'all are looking at me as a tool y'all can use. And I'm gonna tell you like this. As Malcolm X said, use the media. Don't let the media use you. Camron did that well. Well, now he's getting promo with AE, Anthony Edwards. I didn't hear this. I don't know if y'all heard it when when Camron had said that AE was not a superstar, yet he was an all-star. He said he didn't feel that he was a superstar. So he responded to Carmelo and Camron in the interview, on his commercial. And he said, fuck buddy, when it came to Camron. When they brought up Camron name, Dog was reading them the critiques, and they was having it as receipts and stuff. And he said, fuck buddy, reference to Camron. And this is the new Adidas commercial. So Cam said he gonna address it Monday and everything like that. Camron threw a little joke out there, called the dude Reed it a lesbian, whatever. I don't know if Cam shouldn't be mad at it. I don't know how he gonna feel about it. I think he should take it in stride and laugh and be cool. It ain't even no real beef to have. Adidas want to connect with the culture. They want to connect with the people. Shit, they gonna use AE, nigga. He the young generation. Everybody won in that situation. Shit, he said your name and throw you a big alley-oop. This is solidifying you even more in the sports world. So AE for sure. AE for sure threw an alley-oop to Camron and is what it is. So I be tapped in. Shout out to Stat Baby. Shout out to Clarette. They doing their thing over there most definitely. Mark Jackson be tapped in. You know what I'm saying? He doing this stuff. We'll see what he got to say. But I do feel like, even if you didn't, this is a personal opinion, some players, they want to show the critics. And I feel like certain players, the critics, it's something that fuels their fire on the court. AE is that type of player where he gets his intensity and his energy from criticism and from trash talking. There's some guys, they play better when they trash talk. They play better when they have that energy about themselves. He's an electrifying type of player. But skill level at this age, dog, he a superstar. Now, he wasn't a face. He's one of the young faces of the league for sure. But you got to think what he was up against, because if you didn't have Jokic in the league, if you didn't have Luka in the league, or guys like that, like those two and probably a couple other guards, he'd be one of the top dudes. John Moran is one of them. I feel like Anthony Edwards, him not, dancing as much and doing all of that, because he would be, bro, that nigga be dunking on shit, height like, he averaged like 25, 26 points a game this year, bro. So I got to say he's a superstar. I don't know how y'all feel. AE is a superstar, bro. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Maybe not on the popularity factor yet, but skill level, I got to call him a superstar, bro. Let's turn it up. It was one more thing. Oh, the Bun B Trill Burger stuff. Let me get into that real quick, and then we're going to get into the more of the exploitation of the rap and hip-hop culture and how it's being used to, because people, I posted up some stuff with the nigga needer convo, and it was people that was in there talking about the violence we do against each other because I called people nigga needers. And I posted a clip of Kyrie, what Rosenberg said about Kyrie, and I called, the nigga needers, and I talked about how they have controlled our narrative and tried to tell us to follow rules, Rosenberg, that they don't follow, and trying to tell us to have a choice. And it was people that went in my comments and talked about black on black crime. And it's crazy because we not even talking about crime, but that's what niggas resort to every time you try to speak up for your people. All of you niggas, we're not debating you. There is no agree to disagree with me. I'm not agreeing to disagree with shit. You niggas are wrong. You can walk away with that, but know that I think you're stupid and you're ignorant. You're ignorant and you're stupid because you won't take the time to think outside the box. There is no agreeing to disagree with me in this conversation. That's how everybody else moves with their narratives. There ain't no agree to disagree with no other community but ours when it comes to our narrative. Any other community, there ain't no agree to disagree with the narrative they want for themselves. You see how them essays pulled up the no jumper and made that nigga take that post down. You seen how them essays pulled up the no jumper and made that nigga take that post down. You seen how deep they was in that building. We got too many niggas trying to get on the show. A post where American Cholo has said niggers, which he did say niggers for clickbait. He shouldn't have said it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. But they took it out of context the way they posted it on the No Jumper page. And the Hispanic community, the Mexican community in LA, they felt the way about it because they felt that Adam and No Jumper, by posting that post, it was like, hey, bro, you taking somebody out of context in our community, and this could start some racial shit. And they had already did some shit, too, with Tiger that they had made Tiger take a video and a song down. Now, Tiger's main supporters is Mexican. Tiger's main supporters in music is Mexican. So he did a video and he was wearing the sombrero and things like that. And some people from the Mexican community felt like it was disrespectful. And they felt that he was disrespecting them when really he wasn't. Y'all know, bro. Black people, we not raised to hate nobody race or nobody beliefs or nobody heritage. If we do anything like that, we really doing it on some like showing love, shouting out, or just acting. It's never like, oh, let me do this in a hateful manner from our parents don't raise us to hate, nigga. Our parents would kick our ass if we was ever getting out here saying racial things to Mexicans or white people or hey, our people don't raise us like that, bro. They don't. But the Mexicans pulled up deep, laid down the demonstration and got the job done. We can't do that because we believe in agree to disagree with our narrative. They don't. It is what it is. Bun B and Trill Burger. Bun B and Trill Burger. He spoke. Damn, I don't got it on here. I tripped up. But basically, I think anybody that knows about Trill Burger, you only know about Trill Burger because of the name Trill is on it. Smash Burger spot out here in H-Town. Bun B been going through it with the lawsuit. The people he got into business with in the beginning, I think he might have been using some of their tools out of their kitchen or some of their stuff in the beginning, and they claim he got the recipe from them, the spices and the onions. But I'm going to be real with you, bro. I'm going to keep it all the way 1,000. It's a spot out here in Houston that tastes exactly like Trill Burger. It's a couple spots. Some people say the steak burger spot tastes like Trill Burger. Other people have told me somebody else. I've been to Bun Slut. Bun Slut, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Tastes just like Trill Burger, bro. So this recipe is what I'm saying. A smash burger recipe is not out of the ordinary. The people saying that Bun B switched up when business turned up and that they own the website for Trill Burger. Bun B said that they took $40,000 from him in 2022 from a pop-up or something like that, 45,000, and they've been trying to separate the businesses and things of that nature. But no matter how they slice the pie, bro, Bun B is the reason that that place is popping. The hip-hop community supports it. Bun B is a factor. The pop-ups with the word trill, that's just a cultural identifying word that relates to the hip-hop culture. The word trill, trill, trill. People are there because, and whether you realize it, people might subconsciously not even know that a real part of the reason y'all are going there is because of the legacy of UGK, because of the legacy of Pimp C, because of how powerful and impactful Pimp C was, you know, how powerful UGK was, the classic art form, the lifestyle, the Houston, Texas, and the Texas culture, and what it represented in that time, and Bun B being respected, and then people follow suit. They see other celebrities going, they see the lie along, it's perception. It's not the recipe. There's 1,000 burger places in Houston, dog, 1,000. Houston is probably one of the most unhealthiest cities in America, and it's not a good thing. It's not good. Houston is a very unhealthy city. We are not healthy here. I need to get healthier myself. It's a fact. I say all that to say, the people are not going there for the burger recipe. They're going for the perception. They're going for the experience of Bun B. They don't know these people. Now, if they would have said, man, we invested 100,000, we put in 20, 30,000, we put in 200,000, we gave you the blueprint, we gave you the format, and we gave you the money, but you cut us out of the business, that's different. That's different. But that's not the case here. So, condolences to Mo 3's family, man. God bless his soul. So it's trill. The word trill is the selling point. Bun B being in the industry, Bun B having the rappers, them doing it in pop-up format, them traveling. He was at the Rick Ross car show. The colors, all of that is what's pushing that. That word trill and UGK has cultural relevance and cultural history and cultural connection. That's why that burger is selling. Them people can come up with whatever they want to come up with. But if y'all would have invested blood, sweat, and money into that brand and things like that, then I'll be like, all right, y'all got to break them niggas off. But let's move over here real quick. Y'all turn us all the way up, man. Get the lights up real quick. We outside with it. Turn them lights up. Turn them lights up. We outside with it. Turn us all the way up. We outside with it. H-Town, Texas. I don't even want to be the mayor of Houston. That ain't even the aim. My aim is to influence. I have multiple goals in this game. I want to raise awareness, man. I want the narrative to be correct. This is about us controlling our narrative. But turn us all the way up, man. Get the lights up. If you ain't hit that like button, tap in all the way. I want to talk about where we at in the game. We have to add one nigga needer. This is a heavy one, but it is what it is. Leroy Cohen. We can't sit back and watch what was said on that Breakfast Club interview and know the power that he has, man. Like, damn. Dog is one of the top execs in this game. He's over YouTube. He's over the YouTube music shit. But shit, hey, man. It's crazy when you just hear shit like this, bro. I have to just call it for what it is, bro. Like, when you hear this.
Wasn't cool. Being a crackhead wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
Are you so why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't need.
It wasn't cool. Now they seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup and.
It's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
Are you so why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash? You brought him up. I don't even know him. I don't even know him. So you bring his name up. I don't even know him. So
y'all made a lot of money together.
Made a lot of money.
Come on, Leo. Don't do that to him.
I don't know him.
Made a lot of money together. Fuck if y'all made money together or not, nigga. He's one of the cultural icons, nigga. He is the culture, nigga. But I want y'all to hear that clip. Let's play this other one real quick. This is the old Sway interview with Kanye West. Just listen.
Trying to say is, I sat in Paris and met with these people. I invested my own money and lost money. I made t-shirts that made money. I made music that made money. But at the end of the day, Lucy and Grain still cut my music checks. As powerful as my voice is, Lucian still runs 50% of the music industry. Okay. Francois Pinault owns Balenciaga, Puma, Saint Laurent, Stella McCartney. Francois Arnault owns Louis Vuitton, Celine, Givenchy. Renzo Rosso owns Margiela, Diesel, Marni, Victor and Rolf. These guys got factories.
Bringing up old stuff. Hit Laura with the... Laura, stop bringing up old stuff. Hit Laura with the button.
When I saw him, try to seriously shake hands with Sleepy Hollow yesterday, I was like, yo, that was the first time Sleepy Hollow's ever done a regular handshake in his life. It was the most awkward. It's like we're in a...
That was the first time Sleepy Hollow has ever done a regular handshake in his life. Rosenberg, you don't even know how bad that sounds. You think that this nigga is uncivilized and he don't know how to do regular handshakes? You think he don't know how to shake a man's hand? But see, that's him being who he is mentally. He's stereotyping niggas, putting niggas in a box. He's talking about him shaking Donald Trump's hand. He's saying that was probably his first time doing a regular handshake. Are you fucking serious?
Listen, put a face to it. I don't want him on Summer Jam, but just to be clear, he's laughing through that. You can't.
Sure y'all give... Now, I'm not sure y'all give a damn, and I'm specifically Sleepy Hollow and Chef G. I know y'all don't give a damn, which is why you showed up to Crotona Park and was like, yeah, we'll get up there and say something, because you know what? Guess who likes Trump? The cops, my PO, and the judge. So maybe they'll stay off my neck now. You know what I mean? Give us a little bit of slack, cut us some slack. Because who else was doing that? Kodak Black did that. Lil Wayne did that. Try to get some slack. But they honestly got on stage at Crotona Park yesterday to support Trump. And then Laura, stop.
Ebro, you're clearly on the Democratic side. Hot 97 is clearly on the Democratic side. Can you tell me, if you see this, Ebro, what have the Democratic Party done for the black American people? Hip-hop is a black American culture. I don't care who participates in it or where you're from or who we talking about. The imagery, the fashion, what niggas wear, the lingo comes from black American neighborhoods, black American lifestyle. So if you're telling black American culture, hip-hop, or anybody who's doing black American culture, even if they ain't black American, why should we fall in suit with the Democratic Party? Are they gonna come and apologize for what they've done to black America? No, they're not. Stop pandering. Stop trying to shame people to be the way that you want them to be. We not doing it. It's over. It's done dilly. Turn us up, man. Y'all hear how this works? I want the people to know. We most definitely have to take accountability. We most definitely have to take responsibility for the moves we make every day. This isn't me just saying, let's blame everything on them. It's not that. We most definitely have to be men. We most definitely have to be women. We most definitely are gonna, even if you don't hold yourself accountable, you will be held accountable in life. You will. That's just what that is. You will be held accountable when it comes to what you do. You go rob a bank, if you get caught, you going to jail. You do something stupid, but at the same time, there's other layers to this conversation. The music industry, these businesses, they are exploiting and they're not being held accountable. They are making the most money off of these people y'all see. They're promoting drill music. They make billions and millions of dollars off of drill music. Everything that y'all see, they make money from it. They promote it. They highlight it. They promote it, they highlight it, they hype it. Every song y'all see, all of the artists, they sign them. They promote their songs about killing, murdering dead homies. They signed Chief Keef, a kid. Chief Keef was a kid at 16, and he got signed for dissing the dead, and they put that out, Interscope Records. So Chief Keef got to get held accountable, right? That's what y'all say? Does the label get held accountable? Yes or no? To all my niggas who want to jump in the way as we play with Malcolm X, who have to find, they go find that compromising Negro to speak on their behalf. So for my compromising Negroes, is the label heads who are humans. These are not machines. Just because y'all can't see them, don't mean they ain't people. Are they held accountable as well? Or are we only gonna hold ourselves accountable only? I'm saying we have to hold ourselves accountable, but we're not the only moving and oiled machine. I feel like if everybody's participating, and especially if you get rich off of it, how can you make millions and billions and billions of dollars for this type of music, this type of rhetoric, this type of ad space, and then you don't take any accountability for it? Let me know. Are we gonna hold them accountable? Should they be held accountable too? I don't see enough yeses, but hey, y'all think what y'all want to think. I'm talking above what y'all do, surface level. Y'all are surface level and non-reality thinkers, some of y'all. Everybody just wants to point the finger at the niggas, but everybody get rich off the niggas. Everybody make the money off the niggas. The NBA make the money off the niggas. The NFL make the money off the niggas. The labels make the money off the niggas. The prison makes the money off the niggas. The government makes the money off the niggas, but nobody is taking accountability for what the niggas is doing. But we have niggas who only want to blame the niggas when it's structural things that are set up. All I'm trying to do is get the narrative correct. I can't change nothing, but I want the truth. You don't get to go put your kids through college. You don't get to go buy a fancy $1 million home. You don't get to go have everything in your family secure off of niggas rapping about killing each other, but you don't take no blame for it. That's blood money. Just as much as the rappers is making blood money, the labels is too. Not with me, not on the narrative. I can't do nothing to stop it. I'm not putting my hands on nobody. We just having a real conversation. Y'all put it out. Y'all promote selling dope. Y'all promote killing. Y'all promote robbing. But y'all want to wash your hands with it when it comes to taking responsibility for it. But you're making more money off of it than the rappers. They make more money off of it than the rappers, but they hold no responsibility in this conversation. You heard what he said. He got people to feed, so he feed his people. He got a business to run. He feeding his people off of niggas promoting drugs, promoting violence. But y'all only gonna blame y'all. I say, nah, we got plenty of blame to spread around. And guess what? I'll take my blame as a supporter of the music. I'll take my blame as a person that listens to it. I participate in it too. I'm at fault too. I can say that. I can say that. I'm at fault too. I like the music. But at the same time, I'm at fault. Everybody playing a role, but these niggas, see, the thing is, they don't combat it with nothing. Like I combat it. Like, hey, bro, let me tell you, use this music as entertainment. When you listen to this shit, don't try to go out here and do this shit. Y'all hear me get on here all the time. That this and the dead shit is out of pocket, out of line, and ain't what's up. I understand why. I don't like it. I don't think we should be doing it, but I do know why y'all do it. So I get it. To my young brothers, I know why they doing what they do. I don't want them to continue to do that, but that's what they own. That's the way they living. That's the cycle. I want to break that cycle till one day it'll no longer be cool. We can get past that. Hopefully we do. Hopefully we do. We got dudes out here with sons, man. We got dudes out here with young sons, young daughters. I don't think no man in this world who has a son or a daughter that's 7, 8, 9 years old to have their son or their baby girl, their baby son, they don't want them to have to grow up doing what they did. If you do, you're fucking crazy. But if your child does it, we know it's a part of the game. And I don't like to look at it that way, but we know that's how it go. We know that's how it go. It's a cycle. But we don't want nobody want they, like I got little nephews, little niece. You don't want your little nephew to have to go do no time, nigga. You don't want your little nephew out here trapping. We outside with it, man. Let me tap in with the chat. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. We outside in H-Town, Texas with this shit. The usual. So I told y'all, bro, we only gonna be on that right side, man. This ain't about beef. This is about the narrative. That right side, not the left. We on the right, not the left. The right side is reality. The right side is factual. The right side is truth. The right side is raising awareness. The right side is controlling our narrative. The left side is all that other bullshit that they try to push. We got through to some people tonight. I think that Malcolm X talk came in handy. Rest in peace, Malcolm X. Rest in peace, Martin Luther King. Rest in peace, Rosa Parks. I had a dude that told me that he didn't know that Rosa Parks was alive in 2005. He thought Rosa Parks was long gone. I said, nah, brother. Today, in this time, segregation is only 60 years old. You haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I want y'all to turn this live all the way up. Come back in the comment section. I stand on what I say. I mean what I say. We're going to spill the real when we do it. Today is June 1st. Think I need to go create one video before I lay it down. Who all up in here, man? Let me rock with some people in the chat. Let me rock with some people in the chat real quick. I'm using the N-word till I die. I don't know if y'all saying that just to troll. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. I'm using nigga to the day that I die. To even have people to even question me using the word nigga is lame as fuck. But actually, you know, I feel like when you get older, depending on how you live, you stop saying nigga. You know, I hear my pops say nigga here and there, but my pops grew up hip. My pops grew up hip, but you won't hear older black people saying nigga like that. You know, it's disrespectful. When I'm around my people, my parents, around my mother, my stepdad, my certain uncles, I'm not gonna say nigga. But amongst my niggas, I'm saying nigga until we too old to be saying it. Don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Somebody said hip-hop was not a culture. Somebody said hip-hop is not a culture? Damn. Kind of dope you smoking, nigga. Make sure I never do none of that. Shout out to Big Fresh, the freshest podcast. Salute to you, G. Hip-hop is not a subculture. Hip-hop is a culture, nigga. It's a fucking culture. Stop smoking dope. Y'all niggas who think that, get off your phone, get off of here for a second, go look up culture, and send it to your boy Casanat as well, and your other outsiders. Send it to the other outsiders who don't believe that blacks in America have a culture or who don't believe hip-hop is a culture. Go look up what culture means in the dictionary. For you lost niggas. For you lost niggas, go look up culture in the dictionary and then come back and tell me that black Americans don't have a culture, and then come tell me that hip-hop is not a culture. You can't. You know, I tweeted this earlier today. If y'all ever be on Twitter, follow me on Twitter at Money Carlo Ant. It's crazy because the world we live in, people will have super strong opinions. People will have the strongest opinions. I'm talking about super strong. The strongest of the strongest opinions without doing any type of research, without any type of fact checking. But they will just have super strong opinions. That's a bad place we in. Probably is some kids in here. But I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of grown niggas who troll on the internet too. You'll be surprised. It be niggas like 27, 28 years old who be on the internet trolling. They grew up on this internet shit. They grew up lifestyle and everything. Like, they really depend on this internet. They ain't shit without the internet, man. This shit is crazy. Don't worry about what's in my cup, man. We outside tonight, Saturday Night Live, H-Town, Texas, man. It's a blessing to be here. I appreciate y'all. I love the support. I love the support. Studio 56 podcast Monday. Shout out to Pookie, shout out to Twan. We back Monday. What else we got going on that's important? Rest in peace to BTB Savage. That shit is crazy. I still think about that. Like Vlad interviewed BTB Savage because he caught a murder charge. Vlad interviewed BTB Savage because he had not a murder charge, my bad. He killed the man in a robbery, and most definitely condolences to both families, because people, no matter what happened in the storyline, they got people they love, they got people they care about. Either way, we don't do that. They got people they love, bro. People that be deceased, whether they was in the right or the wrong. I just always respect. But Vlad interviewed BTB Savage and did not ask that dude one question about his music. But he wanted to market him as a rapper. I'm going to promote you on my platform because you're a rapper. You have a rap image, so I'm going to use you being a rapper to market you and promote you to my audience, but I'm not going to let you promote your music because you don't have a prominent music career. But out that same mouth, Vlad can be seen telling other media personalities, like Mad Hoffa, he told Mad Hoffa that people who do interviews don't do interviews with platforms that ain't big because people like me won't pay you that much, because if I see your views aren't that good, it lowers your value. That gatekeeper shit is out with me. I'm calling y'all what y'all are because you don't give a fuck about nobody's music. You're not trying to help no artists. You trying to get your views. And it's so evident now because you have to pay every motherfucker to come talk to you. And now you trying to block Shannon Sharp, nigga. Vlad, I'm going to tell you the real. This is not beef. It's not Plex. Adam 22, I'm going to tell you the real. It's not beef. It's not Plex. I thought I seen somewhere that Adam 22 called somebody a fake Crip. I'm like, has this white dude lost his mind? Since when the fuck does a white dude wake up and call somebody a fake Crip? This dude has got to be smoking dope. It's fucking crazy. These dudes are insane. I don't think he called DW Flame a fake Crip. I don't think he called DW. I think it was T-Rail or one of them. Yeah, Adam 22 has to be known as a dude that has no respect from his wife. Your wife does not respect you. She looks at you like a lame, and you can't satisfy her. Because if you could, she would not be even thinking about asking you to fuck another man. You're a nigga needer. And you keep proving you're a nigga needer because you keep getting more niggas. And every time your wife has fucked somebody, he's been a nigga. Y'all actually scout out black dick. If that's not being a nigga neither, I don't know what is. This is nothing more than a business to Vlad. Him and Adam 22, right now, they need WAC 100. WAC 100 is keeping them niggas afloat. WAC 100. I don't know their business. I don't need to know their business. WAC 100 is a pretty intelligent guy. He knows his value. WAC 100 can look at the numbers. WAC 100 is in the industry, but they've used WAC 100's name, place in the algorithm, industry experience, his controversial moments, and monetized them. WAC 100 is valuable to Adam 22 and Vlad right now. That's why he's a regular. WAC 100 is now a regular on Vlad, and he's a regular on No Jumper. He actually has his own show on No Jumper. These are facts. Yeah. Defending a nigga who let people fuck his wife is crazy. I hate to see what y'all gonna tell y'all sons. I hate, really I don't hate it. That's on y'all. But hey, do what y'all do. We controlling the narrative, our own narrative on Urban Politicians TV. Just stay out the way and you straight. We valuable. I want us to recognize our value. I want you to recognize your value. I want you to recognize that black on black crime is not a real thing. It's a narrative. I want you to understand the power of media. I want you to understand what they want you to do, how they want you to move. I want you to get educated. I want you to get out here and work hard and understand that you can do whatever you set your mind to. It's all about making sacrifices in this game, man. It's all about knowing that it can be done. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen next month. You just got to dedicate yourself. I'm going to ask y'all this. Do y'all see me as a, just real questions, because I really don't be tripping. Like, it don't matter to me regardless. Do y'all see me as somebody with the big following? Just yes or no's real quick. Do y'all see me as somebody with the following? Do some of y'all get up and search Urban Politicians TV? Just asking. No right or wrong answer. No right or wrong answer. No right or wrong answer. Because it's crazy, because I don't see myself as somebody with the big following. And I mean, I don't need y'all to tell me yes, because it really don't matter to me. I'm going to do this regardless. I was doing it when I was getting 7 views a video. Okay. So I say that to tell y'all this. All y'all that say yeah, whatever y'all trying to do in y'all life, bro, whether it's go back to school, whether it's save some money, any goal you are trying to reach, it can be done. If you're trying to lose weight, trying to save a certain amount of money, you have a business plan you want to do, whatever. I woke up one day and I said, this can be done, but it's going to be hard. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of blood, a lot of sweat. a lot of letdowns, a lot of dark days, dark nights, bad moments. But if y'all see me with the big following right now, if y'all really feel I got a big following, I came from no following. 0 subscribers. 0 subscribers. It's more mental than anything for anybody. This ain't just about being a YouTuber. I'm talking about if you want to get you a real estate business. Do your research. Do your homework. Make your sacrifices. You might have to give up an extra hour of sleep every day. You might have to say, fuck party in the night. I got something else important to do. It can be done. You want a company, you want a business. It's just all about sacrificing, man. Recognizing to every day counts, every day matters, every hour matters. Taking the good with the bad. Don't get discouraged. And I bet you a lot of y'all got shit y'all want to do. As my phone is about to die. But I bet a lot of y'all got shit that y'all want to do, but you haven't done it because you're worried about what people gonna say. Appreciate Phoenix 602 on the donation. Thank you, love. Appreciate Phoenix 602 on the donation. I bet a lot of y'all got a gang of shit y'all want to do. A lot of y'all got dreams y'all want to chase, but y'all too worried about what people gonna say. You got to get past that, man. I had to get past it. You might have to be an embarrassment for a while, and that's really just you telling yourself that. You might have to do something that ain't cool. When I started doing YouTube, this shit was lame to people. When I started doing YouTube, I was the joke. I was the clown. I was the guy that didn't make any sense. I had to go through that. A lot of people laughed. A lot of people said disrespectful shit, and some of it got back to me. Some of it got told to me directly. But guess what? I don't think a nigga would say that now. Podcasting is cool now. Blogging is cool now. Because any nigga that say it ain't, you want to know what people know? It is crazy that the world just revolve around money. They know that bloggers, podcaster, media personality, they know niggas make money. But even without a nigga making money, it's like, bro, even if you only making a certain amount of money, that's why the amount of money for me really never mattered. It was just like, let me get enough to survive and feed myself. Bro, if you can wake up and do what you want to do and feed yourself, bro, and take care of your family, that's what this shit is all about. That's what this shit is all about, bro. So anything you trying to do, bro, any sacrifice you trying to make, it can be done. It's on you, dog. It's on you, man. I want to put that out there to the people, bro. Like, it ain't got to be YouTube, and you just got to expand your mind and think outside the box. Like, damn, what I want to do, what I want to do. If you comfortable where you at, you cool where you at, that's cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Does say podcasting, do you have any advice, bro? If you gonna start it, consistency is first, and it's gonna sound cliche what I'm saying. It's all about building an audience and being consistent. Building an audience, being consistent, and being yourself. Being yourself, being true to self, and you learn everything else as you go. But being consistent. Being consistent will get you in the dough. Being consistent will get you noticed. Dropping consistent stuff, and then that's how you learn what moves. That's how you learn what what's gonna get you going. Everything you need to learn how to do, they got tutorials on YouTube about it. Or just fuck with it and you gonna learn it. It's on you. How much was my first YouTube check? I think $100, because that's like the threshold, or maybe like 110. For you to get paid on YouTube, you have to clear $100. And I think that's what I got, but that took like a year to make $100. Appreciate the donation, Growth. All right, let me end this for a die. Y'all stay up. Hit the like button for y'all leave up out of here too, man. Hit that like button. Come back in the chat. Come back in the comments after the live over. Hit the like button and make sure y'all subscribe, man. Turn us all the way up. Yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Y'all go tap in the the freshest podcast, man. Y'all stay